In this lesson, we are going to learn about numbers and Python. As we already discussed in the data types, there are three types of numbers, namely integer, floats, and complex numbers. So let's look at the integers first. To create an integer, let's create an integer like 119 and let's print the terminal. So it's a basic number that is 119. So you can create any type of numbers like minus 112, number 12379, and you can create a very long number, you can create a minus number, negative number, and a simple whole number. So these all are integers. So to create an integer, you just need to follow the basic rules and create a number. That's up to you how you want it to be. So let's create floats. To create floats, we need to use the decimal and pass in this one value after that. So we have 20.67. We already discussed that if there is 00 after the decimal point, it's still treated as to be a float. So as you can see, we can create something like this. We can also create negative floats like minus 20.9. Can also create numbers like 987.00345. So it does not matter how much long or big it is, we can create any type of numbers. So let's move on to the complex numbers. We can create any type of complex numbers, just we need to use the j as the imaginary part. And the interesting thing is that you can print the number, a complex number. Then if you want, you can print the real. You see the real part, that is the 2, and you can also print the imaginary part, that is 5a. You can see 5 is the coefficient of j and 2 is the real part. So this way you can get the real part and the imaginary part. So with these numbers, we can perform a lot of arithmetics like we do with the simple numbers and mathematics. We can do so. So let's see, print number 1 multiplied by number 3. So let's do that, and you can see 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 and 7j multiplied by 1 is the same. So let's increase that to something like 8. Now run the program. So you will see that 3 multiplied by 8 is 24, 7 multiplied by 8 is 56, and j multiplied by 8 is that the same. So next we can also perform plus, but if you do a plus with the integer and a complex number, you will get to see something like this. The real part and the integer are added up, that is 8 plus 3 11, and the imaginary part is the same as it is. And now if we check, let's store this sum in the sum variable, and let's print the type of the sum. So you can see we have class complex. So when an integer is added to the complex, it becomes a complex. Likewise, if we add an integer to the float, it will become a float. That is 12.5. So it is a float and the class that is 12.5. So we can perform many types of operations, like to perform subtraction, we can use the minus sign. To perform division, we can use this sign. To get the remainder, you can use this sign. So there we can perform all the functions in Python. So here's the list of what symbol is used for what function. So in the next video, we are going to learn about all the functions that can be used to perform on numbers. Hope to see you there.